Hello, everyone. I want to tell you something. I'm wearing this shirt that says God's Healing Country and has Ezekiel 37 1 through 14 on it with the Valley of the Stones. This is the shirt design for the property that we're going to be building for sex trafficked kids. That is in the hill country of Texas. The other one will be in the East Tennessee area, probably about an hour or so east of Pigeon Forge area. So that's kind of the little bit about the two properties that I want to go into right now. But I really want to talk about this Ezekiel 37 1 through 14 in this video and what that means. So on August the 22nd of 2022, I first marked a page in one of my Bibles of the Ezekiel of this Valley of the Dry Bones passage that's on the shirt here. And in my note that I made in the margin of the page, I said, God, am I supposed to prophesy about this property being the property that is going to be the one for the East Tennessee property? Not realizing that on December the 30th, God, the day after we had looked at the only property in Texas, in the hill country of Texas, that God took me to the, we just go up to the top of the mountain there after looking at all of the rocks and all of the stones on this property for a couple of hours. And then God drives us up to the top part of the top of the mountain area, or hill, and you can look out probably about 30 miles or so, and I'm looking at the dry creek bed that runs on this property, and I just take this picture. It's a beautiful picture. So the next day, God reminds me of the Ezekiel 37 passage, and just before that, about 3 hours before, God had shown me a passage in Joshua that talks about the stones hearing what is being said. I can't remember exactly where that passage is at the moment, but I think it's toward the end of one of the chapters there. I think it's at the very end of Joshua, the last chapter of Joshua, before it goes into the next book of the Bible. But 3 hours later, I see this Ezekiel 37 passage again about the Valley of the Dry Bones, and it hit me that the bones that is talking about coming back to life, that God said that he was going to breathe life back into, is all of the stones that I saw on this property in the hill country of Texas are the bones of the kids that will come from and out of sex trafficking business. That not only are the cartels, gangs, and mob doing, but most of it in this country is happening by mom and dad trafficking their own kids. That's the story that we keep getting everywhere we go all across this country. Is 95% of the time it's either mom or mom and dad that have trafficked them, which is really, really, really hard for a lot of people to hear, but it's the truth of what we have heard. So, it's just crazy that that we are in this place, not planning on to ever be in this place, of building 2 places for kids to have a safe place to be able to learn who God is, and just to know that they're safe so that they can go out into this world when they get to be adult age, to be able to learn how to function and just live life as normal as possible. So I just wanted to make a quick video about this, that this is, God has told me to prophesy over these 2 properties, and that's what I'm doing today on the 12th of May of 2026, in the afternoon of, I don't even know what time it is, but nevertheless, 2:19. So what I'm doing right now is letting everybody know that God is working behind the scenes to make all of this happen without us having a dime to our names to be able to make it happen ourselves. Where I'm standing right now is on a friend's property, and they had somebody else come here a couple of days ago, and this guy, kind of out of the blue, as I was telling him what we're missionaries for, he said, I just had this thought that just crossed my mind. I said, what was it? He said, you're going to have multiple millionaires come to you and give you money to be able to build these places for these kids. So, that was just kind of another confirmation of what God is doing behind the scenes that we don't have even really a part of. All we're doing is doing the part that we're supposed to be doing, which is telling this story over and over and over wherever we go to. So our objective is to allow these kids to become complete through God and His healing power through His Son Jesus Christ, that only He can offer. Therapist and medicine doesn't help this very much. It does to an extent, but the true healing power is through Jesus Christ, and that's what we want to make clear to everybody. So that's all I wanted to say, but see you later, guys.